the grandest Grand Prix of them all, in marble form. This is the predictor video in qualifying for the Monaco Grand Prix. Hey everybody, I'm Greg Woods. This iconic track right down to the lights in the tunnel. The place is hopping, and so too is the leaderboard after the last marble video. Bortoleto up 10 spots, Antonelli up 8. Ferrari holding station up top for the constructors, but Aston Martin jumping 4. Red Bull falling 3. What are your favorite corners on this iconic circuit? What are we calling this, by the way? Is this Marble Carlo? Ready to begin in Q1, and this is going to be a modified format. We're going to run Q1 like we normally do to set the grid for a sprint race, and the sprint race will set the grid for the race tomorrow. Franco Colapinto is back in the sport. There's been drama. Doohan is out at Alpine. Colapinto, the star from last year, is back in and sets a 20.93. Pierre Gasly, teammate, purple in sector number 1 as we get a good look at the marble version of these iconic corners. Anthony Nogues navigating around right there, pipping the inside corner at the apex. Isaac Adjar in the RB through Rascasse. Much better line through that final turn, but had lost out earlier. Goes second. Liam Lawson in the Red Bull, 4/10 faster than any of the previous 3 marbles. Coming out of the swimming pool complex and into Rascasse around the final corner, up into 3rd. An RB sandwich in the bread of Alpine. Lance Stroll in the Aston Martin. Hard on that inside corner, 22.36. Fernando Alonso, the marble that is leading the championship standings, at least among these predictor videos. Over the line there goes purple in sector 3, and by 0.6 of a second, Fernando Alonso is on provisional pole for the sprint. Through the swimming pool, signs around that turn. Lots of marbles hitting that inside apex. And I wonder if that has to do with track geometry. Part of the gist of Monaco is it's incredibly tight. You cannot see what is coming. And in a lot of tracks, the marbles are ready when they come around the final turn for that conveyor belt. In this case, you barely have time to see it. I wonder if they're trying to jump the gun and get that tighter line so they can see more of that conveyor belt before they have to hit it. Kimi Antonelli goes up into 2nd place. George Russell in 3rd in the other Mercedes. Here comes Nico Hülkenberg through the Nouvelle chicane. Swinging around to back. Good entry into the swimming pool. Very nice line, tight around Anthony Nogues. 3rd, 26.0 for Hülkenberg. Gabriel Bortoleto, the driver that is climbing up the charts, gained 10 spots up to 9th for Sauber. Over the line there in 6th. Yuki Tsunoda in the Red Bull. This is a team that knows something about winning in Monaco, but lost half a second so far through the first 2 sectors. Bumps the wall there and loses even more, down to 10th. Max Verstappen is purple through each of the first 2 sectors. He's gained half a second. Max Verstappen around the final turns. Oh, goes backwards after hitting the wall and still manages to slot toward the top of the order. Esteban Ocon, close in the middle, and a little bit farther off in the 3rd, goes to 3rd. Ali Behrman in the Haas, sitting 11th in the marble standings, but is looking good here up until that corner. Wasn't as hard of a hit as what we saw for Verstappen, but Max had built such a gap that even hitting that apex and going backward against the outside wall didn't end up hurting all that much. Hamilton in the first of the Ferraris. Charles Leclerc, the Monegasque, the hometown boy, is purple through the middle sector. Just a glance there and goes up into 2nd place. Oscar Piastri in the McLaren, chasing Alonso's top time. Leclerc is up there along with Verstappen. Piastri only good enough for 10th. Norris, our final runner. You'll notice the red in the scoring pylon. Nobody's eliminated in this one because this is a sprint. So after this, we're going to do a sprint race. Norris sets the final time, only good enough for 11th. Taking a look at the results of the only qualifying that we will have, Q1 and done. Norris 11th, down to Gasly in 20th. Lights are on. And we're rolling, and it's a better start for Leclerc, who goes around the outside. Antonelli is also right there, a really good start. And high up on the curbs they go, also marching forward. It looks like the other Ferrari of Lewis Hamilton. Through the Nouvelle chicane for the first time, swinging around the backstretch. Through Rascasse, it's going to be a Ferrari 1-2, and Hamilton got the move done. In the latter part of the course, Lewis Hamilton has taken the lead, and it's Esteban Ocon who comes up into second position. Kimi Antonelli hanging there in fourth. Then it looks like Verstappen getting in the mix with the McLarens, who are continuing to move forward. It is Norris, the faster of the two. Meanwhile, up front, Antonelli has a look. They're going to go side by side, and I believe led at the line. Antonelli holding the top spot off the conveyor belt and going around the outside there. Hamilton and Leclerc are battling amongst themselves. So too is Esteban Ocon, who wants a shot at the lead. Kimi Antonelli rough out of the Nouvelle chicane through to back, and it's Ocon that has the top spot. Hard into the wall goes Antonelli. That lets the Ferrari by, and Hamilton is into second place with some breathing room. Norris in fifth behind Leclerc. Then it's Russell, Piastri, Hulkenberg, Tsunoda, and our pole sitter, Fernando Alonso, dropping precipitously down to 10th. Through the tunnel they go. It is lockstep up front, Ocon and Hamilton. 1-2 lengths apart. Leclerc tried to look to the inside there and could not get it done. There's movement from the other of the Haas's. That was Ollie Behrman farther back in the pack. Lando Norris is getting very racy here and briefly had the spot taken away from Leclerc, but had to settle back behind. Piastri is also fighting there. On the final lap, just a few corners left, and surprisingly for Haas, it's Esteban Ocon who will be on pole for Monaco. Ocon, never a pole sitter before in Grand Prix racing. Lewis Hamilton, he's done it before at Monaco, and he's won this race 3 times, most recently back in 2019. It also awards points, since it is a sprint race, but as an added bonus, Esteban Ocon will be sitting on pole, heading down into Saint-Devote, first in the race tomorrow. In the overall standings, Lando Norris has just jumped ahead of Alonso, who had a disastrous sprint race. Ferrari still up on top in front of Mercedes. Haas move up to third. Jelle's Marble Runs is excited to announce our toy brand. You can now get our Skyway Chase Marble Run set and have team races with our Collector Series marbles or our individual sets of 10 marbles. Shop on our website now.